This video is brought to you by the Greater Lewisville Association of Realtors. My name is Melody Cruz, and today we're going to cover the My Matrix tab within the Matrix MLS system. Let's start by hovering over the My Matrix tab without clicking. You will see several items which are stored as shortcuts for you to access easily your information within the Matrix system. Contacts you can add manually from this link, or you can add them at the time you are setting up emails. My Listings is a shortcut to your actual inventory where you can jump to editing or just reviewing from the list provided. My Information will display for you the information that we have uploaded into the system from the association files. If there are any corrections to be made, please note you must email mls@glar.com with a written request, and we will make sure that the corrections are made in a timely manner. My Carts is a shortcut to where information is stored on clients that you have set specific searches for, where you are monitoring them, but they are not necessarily going out to the client themselves. Save Searches is a shortcut to searches that you have built that you want to refer to on a frequent basis, but not necessarily send out to a client. It could be additional market reports or simply just something on your own home neighborhood. Auto emails are the emails that are created to automatically update your clients about any new activity on the matches to the search criteria they have had you create. This might be new listings, or change in status, or a change in price. But the beauty of this system is you don't have to send those out manually. The system will check twice daily and generate those emails to your client automatically. But a history of all of those searches and the criteria is stored here in My Matrix and Auto Emails. Sent email is just a way to track the email that you have sent out of the Matrix system, whether it be through auto emails or just an individual email with an individual one-time property match. CMAs is the place where all of your comparative market analysis have been stored, where you can go back easily to edit or to begin a new or even delete an old CMA. Instead of having to search for the data, you have a quick shortcut here that allows you to do on-the-fly updates to any market analysis you may have done in the past. And then Settings allows you to change some of the default information so that when you begin to send out emails and other links from the MLS system, the settings are defaulted as you would choose them. Let's look at settings in detail. By clicking Settings, you will go to a page that has several items for your review or your input. Today we're going to focus on My Information, the portal notification, and the IDX configuration. The others will be covered at another time in another tutorial. The My Information section has several links underneath it for information to you, for you to set up on your own with regard to how your information will display for your clients. You have the option of choosing a header and or footer to be sent out with all email that comes out from the MLS on your behalf. There are several default banners that you can use, or you can use the link to upload a custom banner. The dimensions and specifics are displayed when you click to use that link. If you've already chosen a banner, or you see the default banner that isn't of your liking, you may simply click the link to select a different banner or theme, make your selection, preview the selection, and then save the selection. The choices you're able to make are the ability to upload a photo or use no photo at all. You have the ability to change the order in which your information is displayed. You cannot change the information itself. Again, any changes that need to be made to the information that we have uploaded from our association should be made in writing via email to MLS at GLAR.com. Once you have made your selections, you may click the Save button and the system will notify you that your changes have been saved and you're ready to go to the next section. That would be your CMA cover sheet. The CMA cover sheet just displays what your options are with regard to putting a cover sheet on your market analysis prior to sending or printing it. As you can see, you do have the ability to upload a photo. You also have the information again brought in from the association record, and you can select what you want it to display. Do keep in mind that the name information will come from the CMA program itself when you're doing the presentation style CMA, so you don't necessarily need to check the name field, but certainly you might want to let them know what brokerage you're with and how to contact you. So I've made those selections here. I will just quickly click Save and we're on to the next step. Email signature is optional, but if you choose email signature, you have a Word format that you can go in and edit or add any information you want to show when you are sending an email out from the MLS. Keep in mind, while the system does have the ability to upload photos or insert links, the use of too many photos or too many links may cause the recipient's email system to reject the email as possible spam. Keep your signature short and sweet and refer the client back to any of your web pages which already have the other disclosures that are required. Once you've finished typing in your information for your signature, again, you would just click Save. And on to the next step. Agent Website is a shortcut that is created to help you establish a website that can be a little more specific to you than a general website that might be provided or an expensive website from one of the other providers. You will first need to select that you are going to enable a website, and you would create the URL or web address that you want the website to be directed to or used. In this case, I've just left it with GLAR training. You may see that yours has your name, but again, it is editable and you can make it whatever you want. For example, a team name. You would want to give your web page a title, and then again, you have a web or word editor. So you would type the information you want then to display on your home page content. Again, with the ability for photos and links, but be cautious of using too many, which might prohibit the opening of your website or the website being flagged as possible spam. Once you've input your information, you can make a selection as to what you want to display, such as let's make a photo, and we'll add that. So in addition to my contact information, I have the ability now to use my photo on my website. You have three choices when choosing a map area. You can indicate to not specify a map area and let the consumer choose their own. To restrict searches to a specified map area. This helps you ensure that you are not working out of an area which you have limited expertise. The third choice is to specify an initial map view, and then the users are allowed to go outside that map view if they're not finding the matches they want. This is my preferred, but you may have your own. If you're choosing to specify a map area, you will need to click the link and draw that area in the map and save it so that this area matches your specifics. You may include a sign-up form if you choose. Would be a message and a form that would require the user to input their contact information before they can proceed or see the results of their search. While this might seem a good way to prospect, you do have to keep in mind that this also will cause a certain number of individuals to close out your web page and not return. You must weigh the benefits with the downside. You do have additional domains, and your agent web page will be reachable at the URLs below. So if you have registered domain names, but you aren't yet ready to build a custom website, you can point those domain names to this agent web page. So no matter what URL or web address the consumer is typing in that you have provided, it all comes back through a funnel into one page, so all the information is matching. If you want to do that, you would need to register your domain, type it in the boxes indicated, and then click Add. Since I don't have a domain at this time, I'm going to leave that blank and simply click Save. My changes have been saved, and I'm on to the last tab. The last tab has to do with the portal profile. When you set up an auto email to go out to a client, it is set in a profile format that is called a portal. This allows them to choose many different options for the way they want the listings displayed, how they want to contact you, whether or not they want to build their own search, etc. So you would go through the list and first select the items you want in your portal, such as a photo of yourself, a greeting, and in my case I've selected contact information. I have not chosen a video because I do not have a resume video of myself. Again, it must be YouTube. So I'm leaving that unmarked at this time, but I can come back at any time and update my portal profile and include and upload a video. Because I also carry no inventory, I have not worked or marked the line to include inventory in my portal profile. However, you as agents may prefer to do so. If you have no inventory, it will provide a link where they can see office inventory for you. But this is a good way to make sure they're looking at everything you have available rather than just the matches that they have in their search criteria. You yourself may have something that is a little bit out of their boundaries, but may just work out if they're aware of it. So including your inventory, slideshow, and links is going to be an important part of your portal profile. Once you've marked what you want to use, you can click into each category and finish the information. All I had to do is simply upload a photo. If I want to change my photo, I would simply click the Change Photo link and choose another. The portal greeting is information designed to help your client understand what the portal is and how to use it. I've typed some information here that will help explain the process and how the client can save their favorite searches or results. I'd be glad to email that information to you as a jumping off point for your own portal greeting. You may email me at mls@glar.com to request a copy of my information. And then lastly, we selected contact information. Again, keep in mind these fields are pre-populated by your information uploaded from GLAR, and you can only change the order that they are displaying in. If there is a correction to be made, please email us here at GLAR, and we will update your file, your MLS record, and your membership records with NAR and TAR. Any changes that you make would require you to click Save to store. I'm going to hover back over Matrix and come back down to Settings. And let's look at our other two important features. The first is the portal notification settings. When you've set up an auto email and your client has a portal that they have established, you need to be able to track what they are doing so you can assist them in the most expeditious way. There are 5 categories that they have you make selections in with regard to how you want to be notified of any action. The first is visits to the portal. In other words, has your client clicked and gone into the portal recently? If your client saves a favorite, Wouldn't you want to know so that you can reach out about showing them that property? Did you know that they can add notes? You and your client can exchange sticky notes virtually just by adding a note to the system. It will notify the party on the other end that they have a note that can be reviewed quickly. Saved searches is an indicator to you that your client has gone within the portal and used the search criteria to build their own search, which may be outside of the parameters they initially discussed with you. This is important notification so you can make sure you are staying on top of the areas of interest for your client, but also that your buyer's representation agreement covers the areas your client has indicated they are interested in. And last, portal first time views. It is important that your client click the link that they received in the initial email to activate the portal. Without doing so, they will not get the follow-up emails. Once they've clicked the link to activate the portal, then they will be able to automatically have a notification sent to you that they have visited that portal for the first time and they have activated that link. If you do not see this within 14 days, the system will notify you, and you can visit with a person with regard to, are they serious about buying a home at this time, or do they need to temporarily stop looking or look in an area different than what you had thought they were interested in. It's a great way to indicate that you need to have a conversation with your client. All of these options have 3 different ways you can be notified. The first is by email, the next is by text, or simply a daily summary of any activity. Some things that are specifically important you want to be notified of as soon as they happen so you can react. That would be the fact that the client has visited the portal for the first time. What about the fact that the client went in and saved a search? It might be outside your perimeters and you might need to notify your buyer rep agreement with regard to that as well. How about if they saved a favorite? So they've received a list of 20 properties that match our search criteria, but there's one in particular that really might be exactly what they're looking for. Your client can mark it as a favorite, you will be notified, and again you can make an appointment for them to see it in person. This system is designed to help buyer's agents and seller's agents connect more frequently and in a faster manner to help get those properties turned. If you are notified by text, it will ask you to input your mobile phone number and who your cellular provider is so that they can test that line and make sure it's able to accept text messages. With the email, they will go automatically to the email address we have on file for you through GLAR. If you need to edit your cellular information or add it, you will need to click the link and then the fields become activated where you can type in that mobile number and the carrier and select that they should send you a verification code. This will not be done on my phone because I have not connected it to the system. Once you've made your selections there, again you will click Save and you're done setting up your portal. Last, we want to look at the IDX configuration. IDX stands for Internet Data Exchange, and it is the reciprocity agreement that was signed between the brokers allowing the competitor listings to appear on the home website. So we share properties and listings. However, keep in mind we're not allowed to advertise ourselves or the listings in a public venue when we might have the disclosure that is it belongs to actually another association or listing office. You're going to start by creating an IDX homepage, and I've already started one, so I'm going to go ahead and just create another. And you can create up to 5 IDX homepages. One might be specifically for a search, or one might be in a specific area instead of a broad area. But you can choose to make those settings available through your initial setup. So I'm going to create a new IDX page. Instead of this one being my IDX homepage, I'm going to say the IDX homepage. And continue on my settings. I don't carry listing inventory, so clicking the My Listing button would be fruitless at this point. I'm going to click Map Search and then choose the type of map I want to display, one within a portal or just the standard IDX search by maps. That's my particular preference at this point. Once we've decided we want to use a map search, we must then say what the map area will be. Do not specify a map area means they can go anywhere at any time within our system and locate properties outside of a notification from you. Restrict searches to a specified map area. If you're going to allow a client to search listings from your website, but you only handle a specific market and would refer other markets, you might want to use this option to restrict those searches to a specified area. Last, you have the ability to specify the initial map view, but still allow users to search on their own outside of your specified map area. If you are choosing a map area, you do need to click the link to set your map area, draw your perimeters, and save to return to the screen. You would then enable your IDX, and if you want to include a sign-up form where the client must put in their information to see their results as a prospecting method, you would click that box and then click to enter the information you want with regard to why they must sign up or what information they must include. I'm going to leave mine off for right now, and then simply save, and it will set up a new IDX link for you. And you'll notice at the bottom of the page it's now highlighted, and that link is what you will share with your website developer or use in your own website if you are building it yourself. Again, you can have multiple areas for your IDX and multiple names. Just make sure you start with create a new IDX for each new site that you want to direct your clients to. This is a quick overview of your My Matrix tab. If you have any further questions about using Matrix, you may contact GLAR at mls@glar.com. We look forward to assisting you.